And we've got the Vikings leader at quarterback. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Norm Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Vikings and the Cowboys on Thursday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 57 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. At that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Vikings at 7-1 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 18. 48 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw. Powell. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone and not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League. And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the 1st down." They love being physical.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Powell. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Tompkins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Operating from the gun. Powell. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Powell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's polished off by a Vikings score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And out now come the Cowboys. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Back to throw. Powell. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Looking to throw on second down. Powell looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Holding offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Powell. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 3rd and long. Powell. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Powell going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Operating from the gun. Powell. This will be caught inside the 10. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Final play of the half, Prescott.
That's complete to Bell over the middle.
So we hit halftime with
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here are the Vikings to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Powell throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Powell firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 3. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's going to go up top again. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there for Minnesota. 67 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold the kick,
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Powell throwing right, and that's complete. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. Throwing, Prescott. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Powell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point up and good, and the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's polished off by a Vikings score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, break. Panther 11.
Throwing on first down. Powell going right side here, and that's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Set. 19 wide. 18 level. 18 level.
Back to throw. Powell. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second and 10, Prescott. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry to try again after the sack. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got it to Bell on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott. This is caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
It doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On 1st and 10, Powell. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked